Hey, everybody, and welcome to a deep dive that I think is going to change how you think about building.
Oh, yeah.
We're tackling MHS Building Systems.
M.H.S. Building Systems.
Yeah, think of it like high-tech Legos.
Like Legos for grown-up.
For grown-ups, exactly.
Right.
We've got installation guides, quality control manuals, and enough technical specs to make your head spin.
Yeah, we're going deep on this one.
We are.
But by the end of this...
You'll be fluent in MHS.
Fluent in M.H.S.
Yeah, and maybe even inspired to build something incredible yourself.
I think that's the goal, right?
That's the goal.
To get everybody excited about this.
Yeah.
What's really intriguing about this system is its versatility.
Go away.
It's not just for houses.
Oh.
It's been approved for buildings in various seismic design categories, meaning it can withstand some serious earthquakes.
So this isn't just for, building your average suburban home.
No.
This is for structures that need to stand up to some serious forces.
That's right.
Okay, I'm already impressed.
Yeah.
Let's break it down. How does this whole system actually work?
Imagine a skeleton made of prefabricated aluminum pieces, kind of like giant metal tinker toys.
Okay.
These pieces are connected with special M.H.S. connectors, and then the gaps are filled in with structural insulated panels,
Okay.
or SIPs, right on the construction site.
As payers.
SIPs.
Okay, that sounds familiar, but remind me what those are again.
Yeah, they're basically like giant sandwich panels with a core of insulation.
Right.
Super energy efficient.
Okay.
But what's cool is that this modular approach means you can create almost any design you can dream up.
So you're not limited to cookie-cutter houses. You could have soaring ceilings, curved walls, all sorts of things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It really opens up a world of possibilities for architects and builders.
All right, I'm picturing this metal skeleton, these SIPs.
Yeah.
Walk me through how you actually build something with this system.
Sure.
Where do you even start?
Well, like any building, it all begins with a solid foundation.
Right. The base for everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This could be a concrete slab walls, pillars, even just footings.
Okay.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
Accuracy is absolutely crucial with M.H.S.
I can imagine.
Even a small error in the foundation can cause major headaches later on.
Oh, I can see why if everything is prefabricated to fit together perfectly.
Exactly. Any deviation throws off the entire framing process.
Wow.
Which brings us to the next step, framing erection.
Sounds serious. What's involved there?
Well, it's a bit like a giant 3D puzzle.
Okay.
But with much higher stakes if you get a piece wrong.
Oh, yeah.
The prefabricated aluminum pieces are put into place following the approved shop drawing. And here's a rule that really stood out to me in the manual.
Okay.
Absolutely no cutting or drilling of the aluminum without an engineer's sign-off.
Wow. No DIY shortcuts allowed.
Nope.
They're really emphasizing precision here.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And that's because M.H.S. has calculated exactly how each piece needs to work within the overall structure. So going rogue with a saw could compromise the whole thing.
So foundation, then the aluminum frame goes up. What's next?
Then it's time for the SIPs.
Okay.
These panels are attached to the frame using 2x4s and special connectors designed just for M.H.S.
And those SIPs are what give the building its amazing insulation, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
We're talking about an R value of 24 to 28.
Wow.
To put that in perspective, you could potentially save hundreds of dollars a year on heating and cooling compared to a traditionally built home.
Okay, that's a serious perk. Now, what about all the stuff that goes inside the walls, plumbing, electrical, all that?
That's where the flexibility of M.H.S. really shines.
Okay.
Utilities can be run under the floor and the ceiling, or even within dedicated stud walls added to the frame.
So no matter how complex your wiring or plumbing is,
Right.
there's a way to make it work.
Exactly. It's designed to accommodate almost any configuration.
Speaking of configurations, what about the exterior walls? Are there special considerations there?
Absolutely.
All right.
They need a water-resistive barrier to keep moisture out, as well as features that provide wind and seismic resistance.
Right. And of course, there are inspections at every stage to make sure it's all up to code.
So lots of checks and balances to ensure everything is built to last. It's starting to sound like a pretty robust system.
It really is. And speaking of robustness, let's dive into some of the nitty-gritty details about the aluminum itself.
Oh yeah, let's geek out for a minute.
Okay.
I love this stuff.
The material they use is specifically called MHS 174W.
Okay.
It's surprisingly lightweight at only 8.10 pounds per foot.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
These pieces are strong enough to hold up a house, but they're lighter than a bag of potatoes.
That's right. It's all about the design.
Wow.
And get this, the pieces come in lengths up to 24 feet.
24 feet.
Yeah, I can't even imagine trying to maneuver a piece of aluminum that long.
That's longer than my car, so these are serious construction materials.
Absolutely. And there's a whole world of technical specifications that go into ensuring their strength and durability.
Okay.
They've even calculated things like the overstrength factor and deflection amplification factor. Okay, those sound intriguing, but maybe a little over my head. What do those even mean?
Well, without getting too technical,
Yeah.
they're basically measures of how much stress the aluminum can handle before it bends or breaks.
So basically how much weight it can hold, how much it can flex all that.
Exactly. They've run all sorts of calculations and tests to ensure that these pieces are strong enough to handle the loads they'll experience in a real-world building.
It's amazing how much engineering goes into something like this.
It is.
It's not just about slapping some metal together.
Not at all. It's about creating a system that's safe, durable, and able to withstand the test of time. And that brings us to the next crucial aspect, quality control.
Okay, I'm sensing this is a big deal for MHS.
It is. They take quality control incredibly seriously, and it's evident throughout the documentation.
Okay.
They require trained directors, approved manufacturers for all the components and inspections at every stage of the building process.
So they're not cutting any corners.
Not at all. And they even require detailed shop drawings and engineering analysis by a licensed professional before construction can even begin.
That's a lot of hoops to jump through.
It is.
Wow.
But it all points to their commitment to safety and structural soundness. They want to make sure that every MHS building is built to the highest standards.
That's reassuring, especially if you're the one planning to live in it.
Right.
And here's something else that caught my eye. Erectors need special MHS training.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want just anyone handling such a precise and technically advanced construction method. It's not like your average DIY project.
So this is specialized knowledge.
Yeah.
You need to know the ins and outs of this particular system.
Exactly. And that level of expertise is another layer of quality control, ensuring that every building is assembled correctly.
All right, I'm starting to get a real sense of the level of care and precision that goes into MHS Building Systems.
Good.
But let's talk about the big picture.
Yeah.
What are the key advantages of building this way?
Well, we've touched on several already. The strength and flexibility of the system, the amazing thermal efficiency with that impressive R value,
Right.
the ease of integrating utilities.
Wow.
It's all designed to create buildings that are not only beautiful and functional, but also incredibly energy efficient and sustainable.
And speaking of sustainability, did I see something about a 10-year warranty?
You did. That's a pretty significant commitment from the manufacturer
Wow.
and speaks volumes about their confidence in the quality and durability of their product.
That's a huge selling point, especially for someone building their dream home.
It is. Knowing that your investment is protected for a decade provides real peace of mind.
Yeah, for sure. It's clear that MHS offers a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
But are there any potential considerations or downsides to keep in mind?
Well, one consideration is the need for specialized training and expertise.
Right.
As we discussed, it's not a DIY-friendly system, and finding qualified erectors is essential for a successful project.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So while the system itself is incredibly versatile,
Yeah.
you need the right people to make it work.
You got it.
Okay.
But if you're looking for a building system that's strong, flexible, energy efficient, and built to last, MHS is definitely worth exploring.
We've covered a lot of ground here, from foundations and framing to technical specs and quality control.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much there is to learn about this innovative approach to construction. But there's even more to uncover, right?
There is absolutely. We've only scratched the surface.
Ooh, I can't wait to dive into all that.
We haven't even touched on the fire resistance of the system, the flexibility with exterior finishes, or the fascinating ways MHS can be combined with other building methods.
I'm already hooked.
Yeah, it's fascinating stuff.
I can't wait.
Welcome back to our deep dive into MHS Building Systems.
I'm ready for more.
I don't know about you, but I'm finding all this fascinating.
Me too. It's like we're peeking behind the curtain of modern construction
Right.
and uncovering all these incredible innovations. And we left off talking about some really intriguing aspects like fire resistance and combining MHS with other building methods. Let's dig into that.
You got it, going through these materials,
Yeah.
it's clear that MHS has thought of just about everything.
Uh-huh.
They even address fire safety, mentioning that the EPS insulation core of the SOPs meets stringent flame spread and smoke density standards.
So these panels aren't just good for insulation.
Right.
They actually help slow down the spread of fire.
Exactly, which is a huge consideration, especially for residential buildings. It's all about providing that extra layer of safety and peace of mind for homeowners.
That's amazing. It sounds like they've really gone the extra mile to ensure that these buildings are as safe as possible.
And speaking of going the extra mile, did you notice the section on exterior finishes?
Hmm.
You can use almost anything you'd use on a traditional wood-framed house, brick siding, stucco.
Hold on. So you could have a house with the strength and efficiency of M.H.S.,
Yeah.
but with a classic brick exterior.
You absolutely could. That's what I mean by MHS being so versatile. It's not just about the structure itself. It's about giving you the freedom to create the home of your dreams, both inside and out.
Okay, that's blowing my mind a little. I never would have thought you could have that level of customization with a system like this.
It's pretty remarkable, right?
Yeah, right.
It really challenges the notion that prefabricated or modular construction has to be limited in terms of aesthetics.
Now, you mentioned combining M.H.S. with other building methods.
Yeah.
That piqued my curiosity. How does that even work?
Well, the documents mention specially designed connection details
Okay.
that allow for seamless integration with other structures. It likely involves some clever engineering to make sure everything transitions smoothly and maintains structural integrity.
So you could potentially have a portion of your house built with traditional wood framing
Right.
and another portion with M.H.S.
Exactly.
That's wild.
It opens up a world of possibilities for hybrid construction approaches, letting you choose the best method for each part of the project.
I can see that being really useful in situations where maybe you want the efficiency of M.H.S. for the main living areas, but prefer traditional framing for a garage or an addition.
Exactly. It's all about having options and tailoring the building system to meet the specific needs of the project.
You know, we keep talking about the amazing insulation provided by those SIPs.
Yeah,
You mentioned an R value of 24 to 28.
right.
Can you remind me what that means in practical terms?
Sure, think of the R value like a superhero shield against heat loss.
Okay.
The higher the number, the stronger the protection for your home.
Got it.
And with MHS, that R value is like having Superman's shield guarding your energy bills.
So that's what makes these homes so energy efficient.
Absolutely. Less heat escaping in the winter and less heat entering in the summer means you're using less energy to keep your home comfortable. That translates to lower energy bills, a smaller carbon footprint, and a happier planet.
It's like a win-win-win situation. Your
Okay.
wallet, your comfort, and the environment all benefit.
Exactly. And let's not forget that 10-year warranty. It's a powerful statement from the manufacturer about the longevity and durability of MHS.
It's a testament to their confidence in the system for sure.
Speaking of confidence, did you notice the specific type of aluminum they use for the extrusions?
Oh, yeah. Something about meeting ASTM standards. What does that even mean?
Well, ASTM International is an organization that sets technical standards for all sorts of materials and products, and in this case, MHS specifies using a 6R161T6 aluminum alloy for their extrusions. This particular alloy is known for its strength, corrosion resistance, and weldability.
So it's not just any old aluminum. It's a specific grade chosen for its performance and durability.
Got it. They've carefully selected materials that are built to last and withstand the elements. It's all about creating a system that's reliable and long-lasting.
It's impressive how much attention they've paid to every detail. It's clear they're not cutting any corners when it comes to quality.
And I think that's one of the most compelling aspects of MHS. It's not just about innovation for innovation's sake. It's about using that innovation to create a building system that's superior in every way, stronger, more efficient, more durable, and ultimately more sustainable.
You know, we've been diving deep into the technical aspects of M.H.S., and I'm blown away by the ingenuity and the level of detail.
Yeah.
But I think it's also important to step back and consider the bigger picture. What does this technology mean for the future of construction?
That's a great point. This isn't just about one building system.
Right.
It's about a potential shift in how we approach construction as a whole.
Well, for one thing, it seems like M.H.S. is a much more sustainable approach compared to traditional wood framing, right?
Absolutely. Aluminum is highly recyclable, and using SIPs significantly reduces waste during construction. Plus, the energy efficiency of the buildings themselves contributes to a lower environmental impact over their lifespan.
And the fact that these structures can be built in areas prone to earthquakes and hurricanes is huge.
It is the combination of strength, lightweight materials, and meticulous engineering makes MHS buildings remarkably resilient to natural disasters.
Wow, we've covered so much ground in this deep dive.
We have.
And I feel like we're just scratching the surface of what MHS has to offer.
I agree, but I think we've given you a pretty solid understanding of the core principles and advantages of this innovative building system.
We're back for the final stretch of our deep dive into MHS Building Systems.
It's been quite a journey exploring this innovative approach to construction, hasn't it?
It really has.
We've gone from aluminum extrusions and SIPs to seismic design and sustainable building practices.
I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record,
Oh, no.
but I'm genuinely impressed by what I've learned about MHS.
Yeah.
It's like they've thought of everything.
They really have, and what's most exciting is that they're not just focused on the technical aspects.
Right.
They're also thinking about the human side of building, creating spaces where people can truly live, work, and thrive.
You're right, it's easy to get caught up in the nuts and bolts. But ultimately, it's about building structures that enhance our lives.
Exactly, and with its emphasis on sustainability, energy efficiency, and design flexibility, MHS seems to be leading the way toward a more thoughtful and responsible approach to construction.
So what does this all mean for you listening in? What's the big takeaway from our deep dive into the world of MHS?
I think the biggest takeaway is that innovation in the construction industry is alive and well. MHS Building Systems is a prime example of how we can challenge traditional methods and embrace new technologies to create structures that are better for both people and the planet.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
It's inspiring to see how MHS is pushing the boundaries of what's possible in building.
And who knows, maybe this deep dive has sparked an interest in exploring MHS further. If you're intrigued, I encourage you to check out their website.
You can find them at office at modularhousingsystems.com. They have tons of information about the system, case studies of completed projects, and even contact details if you want to reach out and learn more.
Just imagine the possibilities: a home or building that's not only beautiful and functional, but also incredibly energy efficient, durable, and built to withstand the test of time. That's a future worth exploring.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into MHS Building Systems. We hope you've enjoyed the journey and learned something new along the way.
Keep those brains buzzing, and remember, the future of building is full of possibilities.